I got these fresh eyes. Never seen you before like this. My God, you're beautiful. It's like the first time when we opened the door for we got used to usual. It might seem superficial, stereotypical man. You dress up just a little and I'm like, oh damn. So suddenly I'm in love with a stranger. I can't believe that she's mine. Now all I see is you with fresh eyes, fresh eyes. So suddenly I'm in love with a stranger. I can't believe that she's mine. Yeah, and now all I see is you with fresh eyes, fresh eyes. Appreciation, well it comes and it goes, but I ride that wave with you. It's human nature to miss what's under your nose till you remind a fool. Maybe all of this is simple. My heart's unconditional, yeah. You dress up just a little and I'm like, oh damn. So suddenly I'm in love with a stranger. I can't believe that she's mine. Now all I see is you with fresh eyes, fresh eyes. So suddenly I'm in love with a stranger. I can't believe that she's mine. Yeah, and now all I see is you with fresh eyes, fresh eyes. If I could bottle this up, bottle this up, I would bottle this up, bottle this up, I would. 'Cause you're gorgeous in this moment. If I could bottle this up, I would. So suddenly I'm in love with a stranger. I can't believe that she's mine. Now all I see is you with fresh eyes, fresh eyes. So suddenly I'm in love with a stranger. I can't believe that she's mine. Yeah, and now all I see is you with fresh eyes, fresh eyes.
What is up, everybody? Mind Twist is live again. I am alive. I am here. We are joined today with the almighty ThirtyVirus, who can now unmute his microphone.
Hello.
So, this is the interview that we've been waiting for all this time, that has totally been ruined by my lack of internet. All hail Shrek. Okay, Kai. All right, we get it. We get it, Kai.
Hello, chat. I have it open as well, so I can see what the
Awesome.
people are
That
saying.
works. That makes things a whole lot easier. So,
Yeah.
obviously, the first question has got to be, how was your day so far?
My day's been pretty good. I do have a final exam tomorrow, so that's fun. But I've been really jumping on the hightail hype train. I got a ton of views on a video yesterday, so I recorded a few more today. And
Nice.
it's been going pretty good so far.
Are
should
you
probably-
planning on making videos on it?
Yes. I think that might actually, if the game is successful enough, it might be my channel direction would be hightail. Trying to center myself better. There we go.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
But
We
yeah.
had 30 minutes to do this. 30 minutes. Okay, so I have a scrollable list of questions here. And if anybody... Okay. Make an iron farm on pie pickle?
Pie pickle.
I don't know
what that
what
is.
the joke is in that. But okay, so I've scrolled a list of questions. I'm gonna go ahead and start asking you random questions, and trying to answer them as best as you can. Some of
right.
them are gonna be really easy. Some of them are gonna be really, really deep. And I
Okay.
know that I've warned you so many times that I'm gonna ask some really deep questions. So we'll see how this goes. So
All right, cool.
let's just do the easiest one. What is your favorite version of Windows?
10
Windows 10?
for sure.
Why?
With 7 as a close second. I mean, I don't know. It's newest. It's fast, and a lot of people are talking about like ads and stuff, but I haven't experienced it, so it works.
Nice. Okay. What is on your Minecraft server list right now? If you opened up Minecraft, what is on your server list?
I can tell you 2 of them as I open it up. For sure, there is Subiacraft. Play.subiacraft.net. That is my server.
It's in the description.
There
If you
is.
guys are curious.
Yep. There's Hypixel. So mc.hypixel.net, I think. Yeah. I play a lot of Bed Wars on there. That's almost exclusively what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I played on Velt PvP like once or twice. Don't really do it anymore, but it's there. And then there's Skybounds, which my YouTube network has some advertising stuff going on with Skybounds. I might pursue that. And then there's 4 local-host addresses on my list. They're just called localhost, and then :25566, and then 7 and 8. It's just for plugin testing with a bungee cord. I had like 4 little localhost things set up on my list.
Okay.
That's my list. It's a little boring.
So as per Kai's question, do you know anything about a Minecraft server called 2b2t.org?
I don't, but just as a guess, it's probably some anarchy server, something like that. I don't know. I haven't really seen much about it.
Okay. Cool. I also had a
I've
question
never
about
played
that, but
on
it's
it,
okay.
so I can't tell you anything else.
So, I forget which video I got that from. So, all right, let's just go into Minecraft first. So, when you did Survival Island Episode 1, did you ever think it would be your longest running series on your channel to this day, knowing that the first episode aired on July 9th, 2014?
I did not. My first Survival Island series, Season 1, was solo, and that reached 100 episodes, and I think that series lasted like maybe a year, maybe less, because I used to upload 3-4 episodes a day because I was insane back then. I don't really know how I
How
did.
could you do that?
I recorded it with Fraps as well, and I had that stupid thing where every 4 gigabytes it would split the file.
Oh
so,
my
like,
god.
I was starting and stopping the recording like 100 times. It's horrible, but yeah, when I started recording with Antoni, I didn't know it would last that long. I thought it was going to be a fun little spin-off series that was like a nice booster for the channel as I continued to pursue. I think Minecraft LP was ending at that time. So I think I was going to start a new vanilla series, but never did because Survival Island just kicked off.
Nice.
Oh, and I apologize in advance. One of your questions probably has to do with where I live. This is a basement, and that's a heater. So,
Oh, that's
yep.
definitely not a question I had because, well, I mean, you're right. I should have asked
Well, in
that
the
question.
type of environment, not the address. But yeah.
You know what? If I
And
asked
the
you for
reason
your
why I'm in a
address, I
basement is for
think that
school.
would count as been going too far. So,
Yeah, that's fine. Good luck finding it to those of you that stalkers out there because I've moved like too many times. Like my address changes every year.
oh my gosh.
And yep.
Okay, so
Anyway,
you mentioned in your can't be louder the warlord next door. Oh my god. Have you ever heard his door, by the way?
I have not.
His door is like from another freaking like planet. It is insanely loud. Insane. Like it'll destroy. How I turn up my mic to 100%, it puts that to shame very quickly. It is incredibly loud. So, you mentioned that in the very first video of your Survival Island series, you mentioned that you're going to try and keep the recordings down to 1 hour. How long did that last?
The recording's down to 1 hour.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember what I meant. If I meant an hour of recording per episode or an hour of recording in a row. If it's that second thing, then that's definitely wrong. Because that must not have lasted more than like a few weeks, I would even imagine. Like
it sounded like you were trying to say is you didn't want to put in more than an hour into each recording session.
Oh yeah, no. Recording sessions. There's this infamous time frame when I think it was around Halloween of 2016 where we went nuts and recorded like 50, 60 episodes over the course of like 3 days.
Oh my god.
And for the next year and a half, we just didn't play Survival Island and no one knew because we just had that many pre-recorded episodes.
Oh my gosh. And every single time you had to start them exactly the same or slightly different. Yep. And then nobody ever knew.
And welcome to Survival Island with Tony.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and remove that one from my list. Okay, so your first video, I asked you for it on Discord. Why did you make that video?
Yep. Yeah, so at the time, I mean, this is 2010, so like Minecraft was just coming out. I'm pretty sure at that point I didn't even know the game existed when I recorded that video. I started out with making YouTube like a repository, just a place to leave things I thought interesting, like to store clips I liked. And making a firework in Gary's mod was like a little invention of mine, and I just posted it because I thought it was cool.
Okay, so what were the system specs on that computer that you did that with? Because that video was like 10 out of 10, the highest quality video I've ever watched.
That was an Acer Aspire 5515 laptop with, I believe, a half a gigabyte of RAM.
Jeez.
Either a 120 or 200 gig hard drive. It had no GPU, obviously, so like, I think it had a dual core processor. It was really bad, and it just barely ran older versions of Minecraft. Which, if you were to try to boot up modern Minecraft, it would just not.
Yeah, it would die. That'd be the end of your entire freaking computer.
Booted Gary's mod though, so.
Hey, Gary's mod though. So, as per a few people and myself that are asking this question. Okay, so when you were thinking about names for Subiocraft, what other names were on the table at the time when you were thinking about names?
Yeah, so funny enough, Subiocraft was a spin-off name from another server that I had named called Cubiocraft. This is going really far back. I think what happened was there's this old group I used to record with, and they did a lot of Gary's Mod content, and one of them wanted to start up a Minecraft server, was asking for names. And I said Cubiocraft, and they were like, oh, that's awesome. And they made this big announcement video. They released the server, and then it died like a few weeks later because they just didn't want to pay for it. And then eventually I wanted to make my own server, and I didn't want to take the name Cubiocraft because that server literally just died. So yeah. I changed like one word or one letter from Q to S, Cubiocraft. Or the sound of it was the same, but I think a few more than one letter. I don't remember how they spelled.
All right. Nice. Okay,
spelling.
so yeah, a few people had that question. I was really curious about it as well. Do you remember I did write all of these questions between the hours of midnight and 2 in the morning? All of the research was done within that time frame, so I was a little bit tired. So, okay. I've already asked you these two. So, in one of the videos, I don't remember which video it was, you mentioned that you were going to teach your little brother about Minecraft. Did your little brother ever get the hang of Minecraft?
Yeah, I remember that episode. I think it was in Survival Island where he was... where I was mentioning that.
Yes.
That's a really abstract thing. Yeah, I ended up teaching him before the book came out in Minecraft where it showed all the crafting recipes. I basically had drawn up a bunch of crafting tables for him on a piece of paper for like the pickaxe, the axe, the shovel, and eventually he got a hold of it. He figured it out, and he played on SuperCraft for quite a while, and he learned the game, and then he really got interested in modding, and nowadays he messes around in I think all the mods 3 on my first gaming PC that I had. So after the laptop, but 2 computers before the one I have now, I handed it down to him.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, no, that was actually pretty cool. What was his username?
Yeah, it took a while. His username is Samaluch.
Okay.
And he pops into live streams every now and then. I think the most recent one was a few days ago, where he popped in.
Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into YouTube. So you've been around YouTube long enough. I haven't been around half as long as you have, but I have interviewed a few other YouTubers, and they've all had various different reactions. So one of them is one of the YouTubers that I watched. His name is FitMC, and he has a thing against. Well, he doesn't have a thing against, but he's mentioned a few times about Taragadude. Taragadude mentioned it. The sun is going to make me nice in a whole nother color, and my eyeball is going to be screaming. So Taragadude mentioned that he is against small YouTube channels getting partnered. What is your take on that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think at its core, YouTube should be a place where anybody can become somebody. So, I mean, everyone, including me, started out with like no subs and no views. And even though people of that size don't get a lot of money, I think it's rewarding to make a few bucks off a video at that time. And I think anybody should be able to take advantage of AdSense and be able to make at least something from their videos. I think what YouTube recently did with the 1,000 subs, 10,000 watch hours limit is kind of hurting a lot of channels. I understand why they did it though, because a lot of channels out there are basically run by bots.
Yeah.
And they steal content. There's a lot of them that slip through the cracks. If you look, there's some accounts that upload like Family Guy and The Simpsons. Like they just chop up episodes randomly and throw them in a video with some weird title that looks like a 5-year-old wrote it. Like that's all bots, and they get hundreds of thousands of views because it's just like people get absorbed into that kind of content. But anyway, YouTube's trying to kill off those channels, and I think one of the ways they did it was putting that sub limit and stuff so that they don't make money until like a few months after they start. So a lot of scammers don't even bother. But it definitely did hurt a lot of the genuine content creators that are trying to start up.
True.
So I personally think small channels should be paid.
Yes, I can second that motion. I am one of them. So what was your reaction when you hit 1,000 subs on YouTube?
My reaction, I made 3 videos, 3 1,000 sub specials. I think I was super excited. I think I was on vacation at the time, so when I came back, I made 3 videos. One of them was blowing up my survival island, the original one, with 1,000 nukes from a mod. I don't remember what mod. Another one, I gave away a Minecraft account. A third one, I did like a top 10 list of my favorite builds that I'd done.
Nice.
So I went nuts. I spent like a week basically making content for 1K subs.
So, all right. Vegas Pro, Premiere Pro, or Final Cut Pro?
Vegas Pro.
Okay, have you ever tried Final Cut though?
I haven't tried. I tried Premiere, didn't like it. Haven't tried Final Cut. Isn't that Mac?
Yeah, it's Mac.
That would explain why. But fun fact: I am a big Windows nerd. I can't stand Mac OS.
Which is actually going to be
I-
another
I-
talking point in a bit. Um,
But yeah.
so you use Vegas Pro. How long have you used Vegas?
Well, I know I started out for like 2 years with Windows Movie Maker, and then I moved to Power Director Pro for another 2 years. So maybe another year. So like in 2013, 2014, I finally went and got Vegas Pro. At first, I torrented it, so I got it free. But then eventually, when Humble Bundle came out with a $20 license for Vegas, I got that just so that I'm in the clear legally.
Yeah, you got to be legit, man.
That's
Got to
the-
be legit.
That's the only reason why I did it. But yeah, I've been using Vegas Pro ever since I torrented it back in like 2013, 2014.
Nice.
And it has served me well.
So how many unlisted or privated videos do you have on your channel as of right now?
How many videos?
How many unlisted or privated videos do you have hiding on
Oh.
your channel right now?
Unlisted or private? That is a good question.
Not scheduled. So not the unreleased ones, just the ones that you don't have public.
I know for a fact I attempted a Subnautica Let's Play and then killed it off because my channel was dying. So there's a good 8 videos that are unlisted there. I'm trying to get to my video manager now so I can check that.
The story of my life.
If I had to guess, I did unlist some videos involving the drama with me and GamerBoy80 with the X-ray texture pack. I privated a few of those videos just so I'm out of the hot water with Hypixel. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 pages of videos that are unlisted. Oh, but a lot of them are scheduled, so that doesn't count. Yeah, the X-ray challenge, Subnautica, 13 videos of Subnautica that are all just completely unlisted from like June of this year. Oh, and then one video, a friend of mine, he is starting up a career in music, and this old video had him in it, and he believed he was very immature, and he didn't want that on the internet, so I privated it for him per his request.
Awesome. You're good,
So, yeah.
good guy, solid guy.
So just over a page of videos.
And that's what?
Actually, half
20?
a page.
15?
Should be about at least like 15, yeah.
Yeah.
15 videos unlisted on my channel.
Nice. Okay. So if you had to wipe out every single series on your channel but one, what series would you keep and why?
I think Survival Island. I think a lot of people would agree with me on that one. That just defines the channel, you know? Me and Antoine, the way we just bounce ideas off each other, and we're like, I don't know. And it's 500 videos almost. So, like, that's a whole YouTube channel in itself. Just that one series.
Yeah. Okay, so
As fun as Bed Wars is and all that, I think Survival Island's the one that defines what this channel is all about.
true. Okay, so now we're going to go into computers, all right? So
Okay.
how do you store your previous videos? Do you like save them to an external hard drive? Do you throw them on like a thumb drive? Do you delete them? Do you upload them? What happens to the videos?
Yeah, once the video is uploaded, it's deleted off my computer.
It's boom, gone.
It's-
Never to be seen
Yep,
again.
it's basically up to YouTube at that point. If like my channel got deleted, all my videos would be permanently gone.
Nice. Nice.
It's not the way I'd like it to be, but when you have uploaded 3,000 videos, there's no hard drive that could really store all that.
Well, I mean, you could be like Linus Tech Tips.
The Petabyte Project.
Yeah. just buy this crazy
Maybe if
this
compressed.
crazy NAND or this crazy freaking network setup and just have a server rack in your freaking basement.
I mean, if I were to compress everything down to 720p 30, I could probably fit it on a 10 terabyte drive, maybe. But that'd be very expensive and time consuming. So for now,
Oh yeah, a
all
lot
up
of
to
CPU
YouTube.
time right there, man. I didn't even know if I can handle that.
yeah.
So okay, so the top 5 people you watch, if you see them in your YouTube app on your phone, So if you're laying in bed and you're looking at YouTube on your phone, who are the top 5 people that if you see them, you will definitely watch their video no matter really what it is? Which YouTubers?
Instantaneously, I would watch Jordan Reacts, which is Captain Sparkle's Reddit reactions channel.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged, so Team 4-Star. Those videos are an instant click. Let's see. I'll watch most of Unbox Therapy's videos.
Nice.
I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, by the way. So, like, I'm just looking here through the massive list. I'm disappointed Grade A Under A kind of stopped making videos. I used to watch those a lot. Cinema Sins, I like to watch. Technoblade for sure. Let's see. Yeah, that's most of them. And I watch Tenebris from time to time.
Nice. So,
Yeah, Philip DeFranco, I kind of skip some, but I watch every now and then.
all right. So the next question is, who are you subscribed to on YouTube?
There's a lot of them. I'm subscribed to like 70 people. So, I mean, I'll list
name some big guys.
Some of the more notable ones.
Yeah.
Slow-mo guys, periodic videos, smarter every day. Tom Scott, Rocket Jump, Time Dio, Show, Casey Neistat, Brave Wilderness, which is the guy that gets bit by everything.
Oh my gosh.
He's like a mean. Vsauce, Jacksepticeye, Game Theorist, Crazy Russian Hacker, Kyle Landry, he's like a piano person, does a lot of music. Sam Onella Academy, he's basically like this, it's like a story channel. Jorg Sprav, which is otherwise known as the Slingshot Channel. Il Mango. Let's see. Pimp Knight does a lot of Pokemon battles. Daryl Eves from YouTube Creators. Super Carlin Brothers. The LA Beast, otherwise known as Skippy 2 Able. Skippy 62 Able. Dephone. Explosive Entertainment, which I think is the creators of Side Night and Happiness. Grady Andre, a lot of the people I collab with, so Gamerboy 80, Purple, Blizzard 108 HD, SciShow, Psych, I Hate Everything is the name of a channel I watch.
Wow.
John Sandman is a lot. Lego Maestro, In a Nutshell, Kurtz Kazat, I think is how you pronounce it. Let Me Know, vidIQ, Demolition Ranch, The Original Ace, Daily Dose of Internet, Review Tech USA, Hightail.
So hold on for a second. Hold on. You have yet to name somebody very important. Are you subscribed to PewDiePie?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And
I know
iDubbbz TV is another big one. That's another instant watch is iDubbbz TV. Tasty, Soviet Womble, Mark Rober, Electro Boom. I'm subbed to my second channel, The Pigeon. Markiplier, Team 4-Star, Oxhorn, H3H3, Tenebris, Captain Sparkles, Ahoy, Technoblade, Gamerboy 80, I think I said that, Linus Tech Tips, Jordan Reacts, Cinema Sins, and my newest one, Mind Twist.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, man. No pressure. No joking. Okay.
No pressure.
So, of everything that you have, oh my gosh, you totally, you nuked that question out of the water, man. Woo! Man, we doing good. Okay, so have you ever met a fan in person and have them be starstruck for meeting you? Just totally lose it.
I have had people that my friends have told about my channel that then saw me, but never have I seen a fan randomly meet me in the wild. So that is yet to happen. Although I have heard stories from, for example, Anxiety Alex, a very frequent visitor of the streams, said that they played a video of mine in a restaurant and a kid like looked up and was like, "I watched that guy." So almost, almost. It'll probably happen soon.
Man, that'd be a funny story right there. So, what is the craziest thing you've ever done on your YouTube channel?
The craziest, I would say the most time I've put into a video was the rebuilding my Clash of Clans base in Minecraft. That project took several months to accomplish. I don't know if you would call it crazy. Let me see. Crazy. I don't know why, but this one video is coming to my mind where I went to Niagara Falls and put my phone over the edge and risked losing a $1,000 phone, just dropping it over the falls. I don't think that was really crazy, but I don't know, it came to mind.
I mean, I consider that crazy. I've done some
If you want to
interesting
consider
things.
there's one recording session I consider crazy. I spent 23 hours in one sitting playing Bed Wars, and I went and got the solo Bed Wars wins in one day world record at the time, which was 156 wins.
Nice.
And I recorded 40 plus commentary videos in that one day while playing Bed Wars for a challenge. So that was crazy.
Oh my god. I wouldn't be able to manage that. I'm sorry.
So no single video is the craziest, but that recording session was definitely up there.
All right. As Kai's question, what is the most epic video you've made? And that sun is. I'm sorry if I'm moving slowly more and more this way. It's because the sun's gonna just. Hi.
For me, the sun's already down. Epic videos. In scale, I would still say the Clash of Clans and Minecraft replica was the most epic that I've done. I made a video describing a mega build I did called the Sky Hotel. That was pretty epic.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything else that would say epic. Like
epic. Gotta say it just like that too.
Yeah, that was the most epic thing I think I've done on my channel was the Clash of Clans build, I would say.
Okay, so off of the things that I have heard and done research about you, you have a background in electronic repair, right? Phones and stuff. You know a little bit about it, right?
About sorry, you lied a little bit there. So what about phones?
You know a little bit about phone repair and electronics and stuff.
A bit, mostly computer repair. So phones is kind of a side thing.
Mm-hmm.
I used to intern at a place called the Computer Guy. So a lot of people would just bring in their broken computers and laptops and tablets and stuff, and I'd help fix it with the assistance of someone that's actually DMing me on Discord literally right now. But
well, I'm pretty sure you're gonna.
That happened a few years ago.
Okay, so what is the most difficult thing you've ever had to repair working for wherever it is that you've had to work for?
As far as time is concerned, the most annoying thing I had to do was there's a school that was across the street from my middle school. It was called St. Stephen's, and it was they had an entire computer lab full of computers that they wanted me to take apart, clean, put back together, and install Windows on it. So it's not difficult. It's extremely time consuming.
Oh yeah, because that's like 60 computers. I
was the only person doing it.
I've done a few things that are just
about 20 hours.
Yeah, I've done a few things that are just absolutely absurd like that. That are just like, okay, all right.
It got me like all my community service hours for scouts though. So hey.
Yeah.
Because it was for a nonprofit because it's Catholic school.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of controversy about Apple, and apparently they're banning phones in China. What are your views on Apple as a company? Like what are your views in the direction that they're going with their device and their designs and stuff? Because I saw your video.
Apple used to be Apple used to be a benevolent company back when Steve Jobs was alive. They sought to make the latest and greatest, and they made really great devices. They basically are the ones that created the modern day smartphone. But now their direction is making money, and anything they can do to make money, they will do. So, for example, they've been testing the limits as of late, upping prices and lowering the amount of changes between phones, and they're just seeing what that line is before they cross the line and people just stop buying phones. They're trying to see how ridiculously expensive they can while people still end up dropping $1,000 per year on a.
Yeah, and
they're
taking
just
more and more things away from the device as well. Yeah, you're just
Yep,
kind of
and
smashing
they
them together and
also
going, yeah, market trends.
more recently they've decided that it was time to make older devices run slower so that people are more inclined to buy newer phones.
Yeah.
They've also what have they done? They also stopped production of a lot of old phones too. Like, but yeah, I think they're finally starting to get what's coming to them with the ban in China. Um, as well, I don't know if you've heard, but the latest 10 phones, I think the 10s or something like that, or the 10R production's being like cut in like 1/5, like a ridiculous amount of like drawback on the production because people are just not buying them. So yeah, I think Apple's going to finally get what's coming to them unless they decide it's time to make something new and like actually good.
You innovate, you know?
Innovate, yeah, and do something new instead of charging $1,000 for what's essentially like an Apple version of a Pixel.
Yep.
Even though the Pixel costs around the same, but the Pixel is like making advances, like the squeeze to use the assistant feature, the single lens system that like makes better quality photos than anything else.
Yeah.
So and it took them all the way up until 2018 to use USB-C.
Yes, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
And no micro SD card slot.
Yeah. No expandable memory.
Expandable storage.
No, I'm right there with you, man. So what is your daily driver? What phone is your daily driver?
For right now, the Google Pixel 1. I just finished my 2-year plan on it, so I'm probably upgrading to a 3.
Nice.
And one fun thing about my phone is it has this thing called a phone wallet on the back of it. So I have like my license, and my ID in there. And it also has this cool little feature where it's like a snap bracelet. I can
nice. Because that's a useful feature.
So that combined with a credit card, literally everything I need in one package except for my like house keys. So I don't need to carry any bags. I don't need to stuff my pockets. It's all right there.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I use
it's a Google Pixel 1. Yeah.
I run in a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus and this terrible ZTE phone that I've had to use temporarily for other reasons. But
what does Galaxy use as their assistant? Is it Bixby?
Yes,
or is
Bixby,
that
and I hate it. I have this crazy thing called a dedicated button for this
the Bixby button, yeah.
person that I never talk to.
I've heard a lot of good things about the Galaxy. I want to make a meme
out of her, in which case I'll ask her a question that I can ask Google and get the correct answer. I'll ask Bixby and get the totally wrong answer. I'll make a meme out of it. It's great.
Yeah, minus Bixby, I would say the Galaxy phones are good too.
Yeah. My boss just recently got a Note 9. That thing's amazing. It's gigantic. It makes my S8 Plus look tiny. It's ridiculous.
Whenever I think of the Note series, I think of exploding phones in people's pockets. What was it, the Note 7? Something like that.
Okay, so from your Apple is the worst video, and I can include the link to the video if you wish. At the time, it seemed you were against the dongle lifestyle. Now that it appears many other manufacturers have removed the headphone jack, what is your opinion now?
I think they're making a mistake. Just because Apple did it doesn't mean it's a good idea. I'm not happy that I'm going to have to give up the headphone jack in the Pixel 3. I'm going to deal with it, though, but I'm not going to be happy. I think that I think it's dumb. They should bring it back. Even if it's, like, old technology. I just think it's stupid that they're trying to go wild.
Like, you get, like, dedicated DACs. Like, does nobody understand this high-quality audio thing that still exists? Like, I know we all got tinnitus now, but, like, come on. You are totally frozen on my screen.
And I think a big problem, too, is... oh, am I good?
Yeah, you're good now. There it is.
I think battery technology is just not good enough for wireless. You know what I mean? It's just not there.
Exactly. I've noticed that as well. My significant other's phone dies very quickly, and it's a Samsung Galaxy S6. And it's oh my gosh, here, hold on, let me sit like this. There you go. I look much better now. high quality. Wah. Okay, so what is your opinion on the new iPad looking like the iPhone 4?
That I'm not aware of. I haven't been keeping up too much with Apple. I do know that they released a new iPad though, but I don't know.
Yeah, also,
I do like their decision that I think they made a 120 hertz version, right? The iPad Mini or something like that.
I forget, but I know that they have one that's a really really high refresh rate.
Yeah. I think what the Razer phone did with the high refresh rate and how Apple did it with the newest tablet, I think that's a good trend to
Yeah.
up the frame rate. I think the new standard should be 120 or 144. It is very pleasing to the eye, so that could be something fun to do
Yep.
in any mobile device.
Okay. So now we're kind of rounding off. I have like maybe 20 questions left.
Okay.
um. Okay. Did you ever watch that video that I sent you a link to by Lewis Rossman?
I did not get the chance to see it, unfortunately.
Okay. I will skip over that question.
Okay.
Um. I'll send it to you privately because I'm more curious about that. I know that there are a few people that are watching right now that will watch later on that are actually kind of curious as to your answer on it. But it makes
Maybe one for the comments section afterwards.
yes.
Something like that, yeah.
So okay, that's gonna be my last one. I gotta end it off with that one. Mountain Dew or Pepsi?
Mountain Dew by far. I'm not a big fan of any of the colas. So,
Well, you're gonna get hit with a lot of those
Coca-Cola,
questions right
Pepsi.
now. Just answer
Yeah, I'm not a big
truthfully.
fan of any colas.
Okay, so Pepsi or Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper.
Okay. Dr. Pepper or root beer?
If it's like a nice homemade root beer, like from a restaurant, then definitely the root beer. Like, that's some good stuff. Anthony got me into that. Actually, we went to Lake George, and there's this one place that had like this delicious root beer that is even better. That's like the best soda I've ever had, and I didn't even know I liked root beer. So,
Nice. Doritos or Cheetos?
are they the puffy Cheetos or the crunchy Cheetos?
Your choice.
If so, I'd pick crunchy, like the original like Cheetos, like the crunchy kind. I'd probably go for
Nice. Lay's or Fritos?
Lay's. Wait, I don't really like either. Lay's are, from what I remember, Fritos are kind of like bland, and Lay's are very greasy. I'm not a fan of either of them, but I guess if I had to pick, I'd go with Lay's.
Okay. Fritos aren't bland. They're more they have a flavor to them, but you gotta be kind of accustomed to it.
Yeah, kind of like with.
I really wish the sun was not going through my thing right now. It'd make it a whole lot better.
It's kind of like with
I
Bugles.
wouldn't
how they
like
have, this
disappear
weird buttery
into
taste.
ghostliness. Go ahead.
I think Bugles are similar to Fritos in the way that they have like this weird taste that you kind of have to get used to as you eat it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't snack a lot. Fun fact: I grew up with my mom's a nutritionist, so I snacked on like snap peas and like carrots. So I know I look big in the face cam, but that's because I have extremely wide shoulders. And if I did like this, you could probably see my actual profile where it's, I'm not like, I don't know. That's the annoying thing about the way I do this face cam thing. Maybe I can't avoid it, like, but I do look like a lot bigger than I actually am.
Okay. So, tea or coffee?
Tea for sure.
Okay. Soda or water?
Water. A lot of people make fun of this on stream. Whenever I pour myself a drink from my pitcher here, it sounds like I'm peeing. So they're like, yeah, he's peeing on stream. And I always have to put it up to the camera so they know I'm not peeing.
You just got that extra like bottle down there. You get her done. No, I'm joking. Okay, so hot dog or hamburger?
Hot dogs taste better, in my opinion. But I think that the ceiling for quality is much higher on a burger. But if you were to have the lowest quality hot dog versus the lowest quality burger, I feel like the hot dog would probably be better. But the burger has more potential. I didn't even eat burgers until I was like 15, by the way. I don't know why. I was very
You have a
picky
sad
as a
life, man.
kid.
No.
Still kind of am pretty picky. But yeah.
Okay, so from a few other people that I talked to, one of them, namely, is Sato from the 2B2T community.
Okay.
He asks, have you watched this year's YouTube Rewind, and what is your take on it?
I think the 2018 Google video is more Rewind than YouTube Rewind is. Like, I got to look at YouTube Rewind, and it is a mess, as it has been for the past like 2-3 years. It's throwing a lot of people on camera that have money and like pre-existing fame, and they've basically just completely forgotten that YouTube's a place for like anybody to like go viral with their, creativity, and they just bring people with like, that appeal to the lowest common denominator. Like, I mean, I have nothing against Will Smith, but he's not a YouTuber. Ninja is a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, exactly. He does have a YouTube channel,
One of
though.
the truest. He does, but it's mostly highlights. One of the most true creators in that whole thing was Casey Neistat, and he was forced to say hip hop, or I
Yes.
forgot what it was.
Yeah,
Or
he said K-pop.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh no, they dragged Casey into this. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
he's not even like what they want to do, even though that's the theme of the whole Rewind, is that they have the choice of what they're doing when they don't. It was just very ignorant, and I think it just. YouTube Rewind, I've seen a lot of videos about it. It's basically just become an advertisement for YouTube to advertisers. It's like, hey, look how ad friendly our platform is.
Yeah.
That's what YouTube
Look
Rewind
at all
is.
these cherry-picked streamers and YouTubers.
It's not made for the content creators. It's made for the advertisers.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think of the current state of YouTube?
Bad. I think that if you're successful, you're very successful. If you're not, you're borderline like about to quit because you're like not making anything. Fun fact, the only reason why I'm able to do what I do is because of my live stream donations. Like, just to put it in perspective, the live stream donations are about 3 times that of the AdSense money. So, and I also run the Minecraft server, and all these things combined makes just enough to get by. But the channel itself, like views, isn't even like something that makes me any substantial amount of money. Like, I'm pretty sure each Survival Island episode gets about $4 for like 2 hours of work, if not more.
Nice.
So, I think my problem, right, with 50,000 subscribers and an average of 1,000 views a video is that my type of content relies on sub boxes being hit. When YouTube doesn't prioritize the sub box anymore, they prioritize recommended and the homepage and recommended videos, and basically things that have been cherry picked by the algorithm, which is why a video that I posted yesterday about Hightail went huge, because I know how YouTube works, and I was like, hey, this is a big thing that's happening right now. We're going to stick all the most important keywords in one title. I titled it, How Much Should Hightail Cost? And it blew up. I have 5,000 views on it in the first day. Whereas if I posted something I actually liked, like say a commentary talking about how to develop games, for example, is an upcoming one, my commentaries get an average of 300 to 400 views a video, because it just doesn't have anything to do with the algorithm, and people that sub for my content won't see it at all. So YouTube's not really, creativity is not a factor anymore. It's basically who can get the most attention from the most people for the longest time, and those are the people they promote.
All right, so we are really, really, really close to the end now. What is your typical order at Taco Bell? If you went to Taco Bell right now, what would you order?
I am, as I said, I'm a picky person. I don't I don't even like Taco Bell.
Or
That's-
any fast food
yeah.
chain.
If I were to go to any fast food place, I would most enjoy going to Wendy's and getting a 20-piece chicken nugget with actually no, 10-piece nugget with what is that thing? A mini baconator. That would be nice.
The Baconator.
But I don't get fast food often, so like the Baconator.
Yeah.
No, most of the time I would what I do to conserve money is I will drink Soylent as my calorie intake. I ran out of it this semester, but next semester I'm gonna try going almost all Soylent. So it's basically powdered nutrients that you mix with water and chug it down, and then you get all your calories, all your nutrients, all in one place, and you can prepare and drink your meal in less than a minute, and it's very efficient and healthy, supposedly healthy, because it's all been scientifically like figured out how much your body needs of every single mineral. It doesn't taste good though, but that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I've been trying to do. So I'm more for efficiency than enjoying my meals.
Oh my gosh. So, let me do some research. Okay. So, if you could go into the past and tell your old self as you started YouTube something, what would you tell your younger self when you first started?
Five Nights at Freddy's. Jump at Five Nights at Freddy's. Hello Neighbor. What other things? Like immediately the second it comes out, make as many videos on it as possible. Those two things. If I were to go further in the past, I don't know. Maybe I would tell myself how to do YouTube properly. So that back when Minecraft was in its heyday, like back in 2012 to 2013, that I would actually have full quality videos out without my voice, because at the time I was a squeaker, so I'd have to compromise and make other things happen, like maybe montages or build compilations or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but yeah, a lot of it would be YouTube related. And then the biggest thing, I'd tell myself to pursue game design instead of computer science in college. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, there we go. I'll go back 2.5 years and tell myself that. That would be beneficial as hell.
Nice. So, I think we're now almost officially out of questions. Now,
Okay.
now I have some interesting ones for you. So, if you had a choice between one of your two YouTube channels, which channel would it be?
Oh, 30Virus. For
Okay.
sure. Sorry, Pigeon. I have those. Unlike 30Virus, those videos are stored on my computer. I have all of them. So I considered a few times deleting the Pigeon and re-uploading the videos on my channel, my main channel. Haven't done it. Still might.
Okay. If you had to sorry, I was reading chat. If you had a choice of deleting one series on your channel, making it totally non-existent, nobody ever remembered anything about that series, what series would it be?
What series would I erase? I can give you a list if you like.
Oh my gosh.
Forever Stranded Lost Souls. That was a horrible choice. Space Astronomy. There is a series where I did that. It was called Minecraft Let's Build. That was before the Minecraft LP days, but I deleted about 10 videos from a series that just wasn't going well. And, you know, Space Astronomy had like 80 plus episodes, but I just don't think it was true to me. Most of the episodes were just crafting. So I didn't feel like it was my best work.
Nice. What is the last song you listened to?
The last song The only time I listen to music is when I'm coding. So I have on YouTube. I have it, I think it's unlisted, but it's called like Awesome Mostly Gaming Music. So it's got to be from there. I think The one that comes to mind first is a song called Green Greens, and it's from the Kirby games.
Oh my gosh.
It's extremely catchy. And yeah, there's literally like 200 songs, 300 in that playlist. I don't listen to a lot of music though, so that's like the only time I really listen to this when I'm coding.
So did you play Kirby Air Ride?
I used to have Kirby on my I had it on Game Boy.
See, I didn't have it on Game Boy. I had played Super Smash Brothers on the Nintendo 64. By the way, that was the only way to play it. That was the best way to play it. And then I did actually no, that's a better question. What consoles have you owned?
My first ever console was a game. Well, actually, was it the Game Boy? I think it was a PlayStation 2. I used to love playing SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, the one with the robots.
Yes.
Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. Loved that one. Jimmy Neutron Attack of the Twonkies. I think there was a BMX game thrown in there. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. There's a lot of TV show related stuff on there. But yeah, then I got a Game Boy from my stepdad at the time, and I played like Super Mario World. I had this really weird cartridge that I couldn't find when I researched it online. It was called like 150 something in one, where it was literally 150 something games in one, and the text was in Japanese, and like you couldn't even read the menus. But it had like Super Mario World, it had Yoshi's Island, it had like every single like arcade game you could think of. So it had the original Super Mario Bros. On it, Galaga, Dig Dug. The list is literally like 300. It was more than 100. It was like 300 games long, and it was ridiculous. And the one catch is you couldn't save any save files.
Oh, okay. So you had to beat the game all in one sitting.
Yeah, well,
and
the
hope the
thing
batteries
is,
didn't die.
most of the games were designed around that, so all the arcade games.
Yeah.
But there were about 3 or 4. There was, I think there was Mario Kart for the Game Boy as well. But it was one hell of a game cartridge, and I cannot find it to this day. Well, I can't find it online. I have it still. I gave it to my little brother, but it's at that house, so I get to play it every now and then.
Nice.
And then after that, we since I moved like 19 times in my life, one of the times we moved to a place that had a PS3, and the landlord just gave it to us. So PS3. I didn't really play on it much. I mostly played on my Xbox 360. I had a Wii. Yeah, I'm an Xbox guy. That's where I started before I went to PC. I had a Wii for a short time. Didn't really use it. And then I got a PC and just stopped getting consoles altogether.
Yeah, because PC Master Race, bro. Yeah, I have an Xbox One right here, conveniently underneath all of my stuff, because I don't use it. I'm actually trying to get rid of it. I actually built that Xbox One. I installed the hard drive, built the OS, put in all of the system components, redid thermal paste, everything by hand. It took me like 4 hours to do it, but I mean, then again, I was actually at work getting paid to do this kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, and now it's like now you can get one for $200, Xbox One S with like some free game with it. It's like crazy cheap now.
Yeah.
Compared to the old days.
But I built mine, so mine means something,
Yeah, yours has like a personal connection.
So I've been kind of asking you this. What kind of bike do you ride?
I'm looking at it now. My aunt and uncle, they are bikers, not like motorbikers, but they mountain bikes, and that's like one of their hobbies. They had an old bike, and they gave it to me because I had to ride my bike to school. I'm in Rochester, so it's just like 5-6 hours away from home. So they gave me what looks like a mountain bike. It has like a weird brake mechanism. It doesn't use like the air brakes where it like pushes against the tire, it has like a ring that goes around, and the whole ring slowly slows the tire. I don't know how it does it,
Is it
but it's apparently really
is it called
fancy.
disc brakes? Is it a metal circle?
Probably.
Okay, yeah.
It is. Yeah. It's disc brakes, I would imagine. Yeah. It's fairly simple though. Once you take off like the wheels, I've had to replace the inner tubes and tires since I got it because one of them popped.
Yeah.
So I got some street tires for it. Um, I attached like a headlamp on it. Like it's like a silicone like headlamp with a LED in it, but it's bright enough so people see me in the dark.
Oh my god.
It's got a seat cushion, and it's just got. Somehow I've been riding this thing for 2 years and the chain hasn't gotten rusty. Probably because I stored inside. So
You should
yeah, it's a nice
probably
bike.
replace the chain. I ride that thing, which you can see in the background. That's a that's a Nashbar racing bike. It weighs like 22 pounds. It's like $1,300. So
Yeah, mine's more like a mountain bike. It's pretty heavy. I would imagine it's probably 40-50 pounds.
yeah, no, I actually have to go to the bike shop after the stream because I have to go and pick up a 1,000 lumen light because one of the owners of the bike shop is like, no, you need a light. You can't ride around this town at night without one. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't have the money to
That's
get
why
me,
I
to get
have
me
the
one.
little
So
silicone one. Yeah, but this bike goes freaking fast. Like once I have some lube for the chain, I sprayed it on, and I bought this stuff called slime,
yes,
which yeah, one of the the inner tubes came from, well, they both came from China, and of course one of them was already leaking by the time I got it. So I filled both the tires with slime, about like 8 ounces each, and fully inflated the tires and had everything all good. And I was able to match the speed of cars, and they were like going at 30 miles an hour. So
on a
that was
mountain
pretty
bike.
nuts. Yeah.
Oh man, you must
But
have some
then again,
massive
I have,
freaking legs, man.
Yeah, that's something that not a lot of people know. I have like massive legs. There's a video out there of me getting firewood in scouts by punting a ball up into the dead branches of trees and knocking entire like branches off that are like this thick. So like I used to score from defense. Like so yeah, that could be a large part.
Nice. Do you have to ride uphill both ways?
Most of it's flat.
Oh
So
yeah, see,
there's like a little bit of uphill once I go on campus, but for the most part it's flat.
that's my problem. Everything around here is flat, and the roads are absolutely abominable. They're just the worst. And riding on no suspension and tires that thin, man.
I think that's where the benefits come into having this mountain bike, because it definitely has some good like suspension on it.
Oh yeah,
And like I have to ride on like gravel and stuff because there's no actual like sidewalks, so I have to basically ride in the gravel next to the road.
no,
Unless I want
I
it.
have to ride in the road. If I don't ride in the road, they get mad at me. I ride too fast. I've done 40 on this bike.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit of speed, you know.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
Who needs a car when you could do that?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's a whole lot cheaper than a car. You know, if it breaks, you just spend $40 instead of $4,000. You know, just a little bit cheaper, just a little.
Yeah, and you don't have to pay for gas. You get a little exercise out of it. You don't have to pay for as you said, maintenance and insurance.
Yeah, insurance is the thing. I totally forgot about that one.
That's one of the reasons why I don't have my car. I don't have a car, even though I have my license and I'm like almost 21. I don't have a car because insurance is just gonna absolutely wreck me.
Oh my gosh, that's actually another question. So how old are you?
Yeah, I am gonna be 21 in 12 days.
Nice. So I am older than you, and I didn't know that until right now. Yeah, I'm 22.
Okay.
So, oh my gosh. Wow. Man. You've done a lot more than
when
I
the
have
facial
so
hair
far.
grows in, I look a lot older than I am. and then once I shave it, I look more my age.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I do have to kind of shave a little bit of that off. I'm gonna probably do that after the stream. So I'm gonna look totally different the next time you guys see me. But other than that, what is your current favorite song right now?
So funny thing, I'm not a music person. I think I said that earlier, that I only really listen while I'm coding.
Mm-hmm.
Up until like I was that kid that like in high school would have a 32 gig iPod Touch back when iPod Touches were a thing,
Oh
and
my
I'd have
God.
0 songs on it.
I
I
have
had
an
all
iPod
apps
Nano.
and videos.
Well, I have an iPod Nano sitting over there somewhere. Destroyed.
So yeah, I can't say I have a favorite song because I just don't listen to music that often. I just like this whole playlist I've constructed for myself. It's really good. It's got like music from some old games I liked. It has music from The Incredibles, the Sherlock Holmes movies, and a lot of like reorchestrated video game music. It's all good stuff, and it helps me focus. And it's just something to, yeah. Instead of just watching a video in the background and only half be paying attention to what I'm doing.
Awesome. All right. Well, of course, in every interview, the very last question is, do you have any questions for me? You probably wasn't expecting that at
How
all,
many
huh?
other people have you interviewed?
What's up?
I was not, but I am ready. So how many people have you interviewed so far?
You are number 3. I've interviewed Nedity,
Nice.
I've interviewed Dr. Zombie, and I've interviewed you.
Cool. That's neat. Who do you think's gonna be your next person?
Okay, so that's a real good question. I forget how many subscribers Gucci had. I was probably going to talk to him.
Gucci is in Tristan or Antony, because they both go by Gucci.
And Anthony.
Antony, okay.
Yeah.
Insane Gucci.
Okay. I was thinking about him, or I was going to. I still really want to interview FitMC. He has agreed once a very long time ago that we were going to do the interview stream, but he totally biffed it, totally forgot about the stream, and told me that he'd get back to me when he had time. I am still waiting for him to get back to me.
I think FitMC, I think he rated one of my Skyblock streams a few years. That was fun.
Yeah, no, he's a good
Got
guy.
like
I
40
like
viewers,
him.
I don't know.
He actually really he's the reason why I got into 2B2T, which is an anarchy Minecraft server.
Oh, that's right. It is anarchy.
Yes, and for the sake of the whole community getting mad at me, I would say play on the server at least once. Don't make videos on it because the entire world will come down on you and you will hate life. I promise.
I'm kind of tempted to make a video on it now.
Oh man. Oh man. Make sure you make sure you talk to your good friend Warlord about that before you do that. Warlord's got to give you some tips and pointers. Freaking Kai's just like, no, please don't.
I feel like I'm about to get like Ender Crystal exploded the second I spawn in if I did that.
No, that's okay. So Kashi, I actually brought Kashi to the server, and okay, Kai, we get it. I know you're mad at me already.
What have you done, Mind Twist?
So I brought Kashi to the server, and Kashi jumped on and played it vanilla, and he loved it. I don't know if you know enough about the server, but whenever you play on the server, you're always supposed to play with the hacked client. And playing vanilla is kind of it's kind of one of those things where it's like you only do it if you are like really good. And yeah, no, I brought
You had to
Kashi
fight
on the
hackers
server.
to win.
We met
Okay.
up. I geared him up, and I disappeared. I'm now, what, like almost 2 million blocks away from spawn, and it took me like 4 days to do it.
So for fear of my YouTube rank on Hypixel, I might not do the hacked client thing. I would have to just log in vanilla, just to
I mean,
preserve my
go vanilla.
my
I mean, the only thing I
integrity.
can tell you is make sure you have somebody that has a hacked client, just chilling, hanging out around you, because trust me, the people on that server will find you before you find them. Because they will literally have a line drawn right to you, and they'll go, "Oh yeah, that's where he is." I am not
The
lying.
second I upload a video, it'll just be like they'll probably be able to figure out the coordinates, even though it's like 10,000 blocks away. They'll be able to find it just based on the trees, and they'll be like, "Hey, I remember that exact tree formation. He's there."
I know that block. Actually, it's actually almost that bad. If you show bedrock, if you show there's certain things you just never show a video of, and if you ever get on the server, one, you're gonna have so many people freaking out that you're there. I can guarantee you'll have about 8 more videos about you every week than you do currently, by other YouTubers with more subscribers than you.
Oh, because they'd be like, "Hey, I killed 30Virus."
No, because they're all afraid that you're going to bring more people to the community and bring more people to the server. In which case, I will be able to say that I have sparked the next incursion. Which you have no idea what that is. You'd have to watch a whole lot more.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you'd have to watch a whole lot more FitMC in order to understand that. Yes, and then the queue would be trash. Oh man, everybody would hate me. But I mean, your videos
That
would get a
would be
whole lot more
very
views all
funny,
of a
though.
sudden. I'm not gonna lie, that might actually be a good thing for your channel.
We'll see. I might try it.
Oh man, there's gonna be so many people commenting on this video now. Somebody
We
can
will
make
see
a
what
comment and be
happens.
like, make sure you watch it exactly this time. They talk about 2B2T.
Maybe what I can do to prevent the whole people sniping me thing is that I can record all the videos in bulk like I'm used to, and by the time I've uploaded episode 1, I've already finished the series. And they wouldn't be able to get me because they wouldn't have seen the videos.
True, but you see, you have a username, right? It's called 30Virus. It's kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
People will figure it out way quicker than you think. I've had a few people that with just my YouTube name, they've hit me up and been like, "How many subscribers do you have?" Just first thing, because they're so protective of their server. It's like it's literally a family on that server.
I get you. So they don't want it to get flooded with a bunch of the newbies, right?
Well, they do want it. They do want it to get flooded because then they have stuff to do. When there's no new
Okay.
YouTuber on the server, there's nothing to do. Like, I'm so far out from spawn, that's literally just because there's nothing for me to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if you are
Yeah.
curious, I would invite you to my base as well as Kashi. Kashi needs to get on that server. But I would invite you out to my base and you can hang out and record videos out there. You know, and then you could say that you record videos on 2B2T.
I could try doing the whole Ender Pearl Nether Portal trick to be able to portal my way
That
like
doesn't work.
millions of blocks away.
That doesn't work. You have to use entity speed. It's a hack. Or you can walk or run. I recommend doing neither of those. It takes a very long time to go. I think it's like 80,000 blocks nether. And it's very dangerous because there are withers everywhere. Everywhere. You will spawn in and half your screen will be filled with the wither thing. I am
That
not
is
lying.
so freaking funny. Is that in the Nether or is that everywhere?
Anywhere of like spawn and like greater spawn, like maybe 10 to 20,000 blocks out.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, or Larry's.
is-
Yeah, you don't know what a Larry is, but you'll meet one of them. Yeah, there's things on 2B2T you wouldn't even imagine. Also, if you ever record a video on there, chat needs to be tiny. Tiny. Always
Okay.
include chat, but make chat super tiny because chat is the most toxic thing. Yeah, like there's like Subiocraft where like everything's nice and chill, and then there's like 2B2T where like F bomb this, F bomb that, racism this, racism that, talk about
I
this
get
religion, that religion. Yeah, demonetization. Don't include the chat.
So that might be something to do over break. Get a few videos out on, because I am looking to do another series. I'm looking to record about 30 Survival Island episodes during break. Maybe some Minecraft tutorials here and there, some Hytale content tutorials. But then I think I need a new series, so maybe I'll give that a shot. We'll see how it goes.
That'd be really cool. I think Warlord Nick would be really happy to help you out with that.
I think that would be interesting.
It would be.
I didn't know it was such a scary thing.
It is. I mean, ask Kashi. Kashi can agree with me. It's some next level stuff.
Okay.
So, any other questions?
I think that's it. It's been a
Guy
fun
is so
time.
pissed
We've
off
already
at me
been
now.
here for 75. We've been here for 75 minutes already. Like, wow.
Yeah, an hour and 16 minutes. Yeah. I mean, actually, we've been here for more than that. We've been here for an extra 30 minutes belong that.
Yeah, we've been
that.
chilling before that. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me verify that I got all of my questions. Okay, so obviously, since you live in America, you may have heard about it. Do you know about the right to repair?
Yeah, it has to do with the whole phone thing again. It's just like,
Yes.
I think certain phones are disabling themselves when they detect that there's like a new screen on it or something.
Yes.
And there are people that are fighting that legally because they believe that once you buy something that you should own it, and that means you should be able to repair it instead of, technically it not being your property because it's property of the company or whatever.
Yeah, because of the whole copyright
Yeah.
thing. You've heard of the guy with the Domino's DX cars? He had a whole thing about copyright on his channel.
I didn't see that, but
Just look it up. He rebuilds these really cool Domino's DX cars that have like ovens built into the back end of the car. It's so cool. But he got hit with a copyright thing because
DMCA takedown or something like that.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe.
I've heard so much stuff
Or
about it.
cease and assist, I think, is the thing most. Yeah, that's annoying.
Yes, it is. All right,
It's
well,
almost like how Nintendo doesn't allow any fan games.
exactly. So, I have cherry picked a song, and here, for everybody that's wondering, I've had this sitting in front of me the entire stream. All right, I started the
DJ
stream with this in
board.
front of me, and it's still in front of me. So, I have cherry picked a song, and there's no way for me to let him listen to it unless I give him more than enough time to click on the stream and like unmute it, because then he could listen to it. So as we send off this stream, thanks 30Virus for coming after so long
Thank you
of so
for
many
inviting
different
me.
mishaps. Oh my gosh, Kai. No, that is not the song. The song is by a person called Zedd, Z-E-D-D. You'll get it. You've played from some old games, right?
Okay.
Right over your head, right there. All right.
Well, I've played some old games though. I'm trying to. I don't know if it'll come across on Discord. I think it won't.
No,
Right?
it
I
won't.
would
No, you have to watch
listen
the
to
stream. Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna be a
So,
little bit.
yes, thank you very much for coming to the stream and being interviewed. I think a lot of people are gonna like it. obviously, if you want to mention it during your Twitch stream or anything like that, I mean, feel free.
Mhm.
There's some very juicy content. But other than that, thank you. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks to Sato, Warlord Nick, Kashi, Kai, Lazy Boy, all of those people that have pushed me to come to you to actually interview you. So this whole idea actually came from Lazy Boy. I don't know if you know who he is. He's actually a really good friend. He's an IRL friend. He lives in a town really close to me. But he was like, you know what? You should interview 30Virus. So I made it my goal, and I did it. I succeeded. So other than that, thank you for coming. And yeah.
Thank you for having me.
I guess the only thing is you got to mute your microphone. And then I'll end the stream.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah.
All
Bye,
right.
guys.
I'll mute now.
Awesome. All right. So here's the song. After I mute my mic.